Dear child, the light has truly turned green, and this moment is not accidental, delayed, or random. You were guided here because heaven is giving a clear signal that something long held back is finally moving forward. What once felt stalled, confusing, or endlessly postponed is now shifting, not slowly, not vaguely, but with intention and urgency. The waiting season is losing its grip, and a new phase is beginning where action replaces hesitation. If you have been sensing a change inside yourself lately, an inner restlessness, a quiet anticipation, a feeling that something is drawing closer, even though you cannot see it yet, this is not your imagination. That sensation is spiritual momentum. It is the pressure that comes right before movement, like the stillness before a wave finally breaks. The atmosphere around you feels different because it is different. The energy of delay is lifting, and the energy of decision is taking its place. Your soulmate has reached a turning point, not because circumstances suddenly became perfect, but because they could no longer ignore what was stirring inside them. They were brought to a private moment of truth, alone with their thoughts, alone with God, alone with the reality of what they have been avoiding. In that moment, something cracked open within them. The excuses lost their power. The fear was exposed. The silence became too heavy to carry anymore. They realized that what they have been holding back is not optional, it is essential. You were always present in their heart, but now you are present in their awareness in a deeper way, not just as a memory, not just as a feeling, but as a truth they can no longer avoid. They are beginning to understand that love is not only something you feel quietly from a distance. Love asks for courage. Love asks for honesty. Love asks for action. And they are realizing that staying silent could cost them far more than speaking up ever would. This is why everything feels intensified. This is why the message feels urgent. This is why the sense of now is so strong. They are being pushed out of comfort and into truth. The idea of losing you has begun to hurt more than the idea of risking rejection. The fear of regret has become louder than the fear of vulnerability. They are no longer asking themselves whether they feel something for you. They are asking themselves whether they can live with never trying. They have been replaying moments, words, expressions, and memories. They have been thinking about what you meant to them, what you still mean, and what it would feel like to fully lose that connection. They have tried distraction. They have tried logic. They have tried telling themselves it was easier to stay quiet, but none of it worked because the truth kept rising back to the surface. You stayed with them, not because they wanted you to, but because you were never meant to leave their awareness. Recently, this realization became undeniable. It hit them not gently, but firmly. A moment of clarity where they saw the cost of delay and felt the weight of missed opportunities. That realization shook them awake. It forced them to confront the fact that some doors do not stay open forever, and some connections are too meaningful to treat casually. Now they are moving toward action, even if their hands are shaking internally. This movement is not careless, and it is not impulsive. It is born from conviction. They are no longer acting from confusion or avoidance. They are acting because the truth has become louder than their fear. This is not about testing the waters or keeping one foot out the door. This is about stepping forward with honesty, even if it feels uncomfortable. Their move may not arrive in a perfect form. It may not be polished or eloquent. They may struggle to find the right words. They may come emotional, nervous, or unsure of how you will respond. But beneath all of that will be sincerity. And sincerity carries more weight than perfection ever could. What matters here is the heart behind the action, not the flawless execution of it. And while this is unfolding for them, something is also being asked of you. You are no longer being called to wait in uncertainty. You are being invited to prepare inwardly. Preparation does not mean lowering your boundaries or ignoring your past experiences. It means staying grounded. It means responding from wisdom instead of wounds. It means allowing yourself to be open without abandoning discernment. You do not have to rush. You do not have to force anything. You do not have to relive old pain. This moment is not asking you to repeat the past. It is asking you to meet the present with clarity and maturity. You have grown since the last time things felt unclear. You are not the same person anymore, and neither are they. That growth is what makes this moment different. You may begin to notice subtle signs around you, a sense of lightness, emotional release, or small alignments that feel meaningful. These are often the first indicators that something is shifting beneath the surface before it shows up physically. Movement starts in the unseen before it becomes visible. This is not just about romance. It is about alignment. It is about truth being spoken where silence once ruled. It is about lessons learned and patterns broken. Both of you have been shaped by your experiences, and that shaping was not wasted. It prepared you for a connection that is more conscious, more honest, and more grounded than before. So let this settle into you gently. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not standing still while life passes you by. The delay was not rejection. It was timing. The silence was not absence. It was preparation. Everything you endured was forming the strength and clarity needed for what is now unfolding. The light is green now. Movement has begun. Truth is pressing forward, and what once felt distant is drawing closer, not because you chased it, but because it is finally ready to meet you where you are. Stay calm, stay present, stay open, but wise. The shift is real, and the step that is coming is already in motion. Every time they saw your name, something shifted inside them. It wasn't small. It wasn't random. It stopped them for a moment and pulled their thoughts back to you. Every time they dreamed of your face, it felt different from any other dream. It felt real, like a reminder sent straight to their heart. And every time they tried to look at someone else, tried to convince themselves they could move on, they felt nothing at all. No spark, no peace, just a quiet emptiness that wouldn't go away. Through all of this, God was gently but clearly reminding them, I already chose someone for you, and it's the one you already know. They fought that truth for a long time. They tried to silence it. They tried to stay busy, to distract themselves with work, people, noise, anything that could drown out the feeling. But the harder they tried to escape it, the louder it became. Your name kept appearing in unexpected places. Your memory kept resurfacing when they least expected it. Your energy stayed with them even when you weren't near. No matter how far they went, something always pulled them back. Eventually, they reached a breaking point. They became tired of the confusion, tired of the delay, tired of pretending their heart wasn't speaking. So they asked heaven for one last sign, one final push, something clear enough to end the hesitation. And heaven answered. Now they cannot stop thinking about you. This is no longer just missing you in silence. This is no longer just wondering, what if? Something has shifted. This is action rising inside them. This is movement. This is a decision forming that refuses to be ignored. They are no longer only feeling. They are planning. They are thinking carefully about what to say. They are replaying conversations in their mind. They are imagining the moment they finally speak honestly. They are asking themselves how to approach you, how to explain everything they held back, how to say the words they were once too afraid to say. Fear still tries to whisper, but something stronger keeps answering it. That voice keeps saying, move now, don't delay anymore. When God directs a move, nothing can block it. Fear cannot stop it. Time cannot stop it. Distance cannot stop it. When God speaks, the path opens, the timing aligns, and the heart responds. What God has spoken over this connection will not return empty. It will accomplish what He intended. That is why this feels intense right now. They are preparing to reach out. They are preparing to call, to message, to show up, to travel if needed. They are preparing to pour out what they've been holding inside. This is not impulsive. This is not casual. This is something they feel they must do. They are about to surprise you, not with surface gestures or empty promises, but with truth, with honesty, with confession. They will finally say what they tried so hard to hide. They will speak about the pull they couldn't ignore, the prayers they felt without hearing them, the way your presence stayed with them even when you were absent. They will speak from a place of seriousness, not playfulness, because this moment carries weight. This is not just a conversation meant to clear the air. This is not just reconnecting. This is a holy reunion, one that was protected even through silence, separation, and time apart. God did not allow this connection to disappear. He preserved it beneath the surface. That is why things are moving quickly now. Divine timing can feel slow for a long time, and then suddenly everything accelerates. One moment it feels still, the next it feels like heaven pressed forward. That is the season you are in now. So don't be surprised if they appear unexpectedly. Don't be shocked if emotions come pouring out. Don't be confused if they suddenly open their heart all at once. When someone has been holding back for so long, the release can be overwhelming. Tears may come, words may stumble, truth may spill out quickly, but it will be real. They were quiet before, but they were never finished. They hesitated before, but they never let go in their spirit. Heaven was working in them even when nothing was visible to you. They had moments of clarity that scared them, encounters that shook them, realizations that made it impossible to continue pretending. God spoke to them in ways they could not dismiss, and it changed everything. They tried to run, but peace followed them. They tried to forget, but your name stayed in their prayers. They tried to build something elsewhere, but nothing fit the way you did. Nothing settled their spirit. Nothing felt aligned, because you were never just a feeling. You were confirmation. You were assignment. You were part of their calling, whether they understood it at the time or not. Now they are done delaying, done pretending, done suppressing what is real. They want to act. They are moving spiritually, feeling guided and convicted. They are moving emotionally, allowing their heart to be honest at last. They are moving physically, preparing to take real steps instead of just thinking about them. You may already sense this shift. You may feel a pull you can't explain, a sudden warmth, a tear that comes without warning, a deep knowing settling inside you. That is because your soul often hears heaven before your ears do. Confirmation doesn't always come as words. Sometimes it comes as peace, as awareness, as quiet certainty. The long season of waiting is ending. The searching is ending. The silence is ending. You are approaching a moment that God protected carefully. This is the hour of alignment, the hour where things begin to make sense. Prepare your heart, not in fear, but in trust. What is coming is not forced. It is not rushed. It is not shallow. It is real. It is sacred. And it is guided by God Himself. They saw you not just with their eyes, but with their soul. They saw the real you, the God-chosen you, and something surrendered inside them. They realized no one ever touched their spirit the way you did. That realization stayed with them. God didn't allow it to fade. He kept reminding them through dreams, through signs, through moments of silence that carried your name. Now they are approaching this carefully. They are praying. They are asking for wisdom. They are planning their steps because they want to honor what this is. They don't want to treat it lightly. And when the time is right, God makes it happen. This is no longer a question. This is no longer uncertainty. This is a clear movement toward truth. You will hear it. You will feel it. And it will bring emotion because it will finally feel real. So rest now. Breathe now. You do not have to chase what God has already assigned. You do not have to beg for what was promised. What belongs to you by heaven's will arrive exactly on time. What was hidden is being revealed. What was delayed is being accelerated. The waiting season is closing. The movement has begun. This is not just romance. It is restoration. It is alignment. It is love unfolding exactly as heaven intended.